Hey guys, this is Versatile from VST Power Now, hosted on the Mounting Phoenix Game Channel. In today's video tutorial, I'm going to show you how simple it is to take your Nook HD or Nook HD Plus and install CyanogenMod 10.1. I spent a lot of hours trying to figure this out, but it's pretty darn easy. If you go to the more info section, there's a link to this website, the XDA developers. They got a really great article here that tells you how to install CyanogenMod 10.1 for dummies for both Nook HD Plus and Nook HD. I actually have the Nook HD. I got it from Black Friday Target. Thank you. And I was able to install it in less than 10 minutes, and I'll show you also how to do that as well. Basically, bottom line is we're going to need some files here. We're going to need a Win32 disk imager, the Nook HD bootable, CWM recovery zip file, the CM 10.1-2013, whatever the latest version is going to be, and also the Google apps for that particular version. I'm going to make it real simple. If you go to the more info section, I got a link where you can download my files that I use to root my own Nook HD. And then you can also read this forum thread. It tells you exactly what you do in terms of preparing the SD card, back up your stock ROM, so on and so forth. Okay, so let's assume that you went to the more info section, you downloaded all the files. So this is what's going to look like. It's going to look very similar to this. So I'm going to have a Win32 disk imager program, the files here, Hummingbird, Hummingbird 2, CWM recovery, the Google apps, and also your image right here. So what you want to do is go ahead, take the image, right click, extract. You're going to get this approximately 3.8 gigabyte image. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the Win32 disk imager. And I want to assume that you already have inserted an SD card. Minimum is going to be 4 gigabytes. I have used a 16 gigabyte card and had no issues. But you have a minimum of 4 gigabyte micro SD. So go ahead, click on Win32 disk imager. Make sure you select the correct path for your SD card. Click on the little folder icon there. Go ahead, navigate to your image file that you just extracted. Click on open and click on write. I'm not going to do that because it's going to take about 5-10 minutes and I want to help save some time here. So let's assume I already clicked on write. I already wrote the image, and this is what your image is going to look like. This is basically the base of your SD card contents. What I also want you to do is I want you, the user, to copy over your 3 zip files, which is this one here, Hummingbird, and then the Hummingbird 2 file, and then this also Google Apps. Okay, so copy those zip files over. We're going to install those applications from the actual Nook HD. You see this Clockwork mod folder. This is actually a backup file that I created on my Nook HD previously. So you may not have that folder, which is fine. One thing that I will skip in my follow-up video here is I did not show you how to make a backup, but I'll put a note in this annotation that tells you when to make a backup, because it's good to have a baseline backup in case you screw up and you want to restore your backup. So with that said, let's jump straight into the other portion of this video tutorial where I show you the actual real process live of installing CyanogenMod 10.1. It's gonna be awesome. Let's do this. Alright, so in this portion of the video we'll show you how simple it is to install the mod. So let's do this. So let me turn on the Nook, show you that, hey, this is a brand new Nook. It says, hi, welcome to your Nook. So let me go ahead, power it down, power off. Great. Right here is my SD card, so let's go ahead, insert it all the way, turn it on, and if everything is right, it will automatically boot off the SD card, just like so. Okay, great. Now, let me just zoom in a little bit here. Hopefully you guys can read it. But if you can't, basically what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead, press the volume keys, go down to install zip from SD card, press the N key, and say choose zip from SD card, press the N key. Go down, we're going to select the CWM recovery Hummingbird 2.zip. Go ahead, press the N key, and press down on the volume key until you get to the CWM recovery. Yes, install it, and then we're going to go ahead and install this guy. Once that is done, go back, choose zip from SD card, go down to install this Hummingbird, press N, go to install, press N. That'll take a couple seconds or so. Once that is done, then we're going to go ahead and proceed to install the G apps. Sweet, that is done. Go back, choose zip from SD card, press the volume key down to G apps, JB, install it, go down to yes, install. Installing G apps right now, or actually it's called Google Apps for Android 4.2.2.
Great, we're done. Press the power key, go backwards. And before we reboot, go down to wipe data factory reset. Press N key. Go down to yes. Delete all user data, press N. It's formatting the data to cache, SD external, all that good stuff. And then go ahead and pop out the SD card. Now we can reboot. Sweet. If for some reason you get stuck on the Nook logo, power down, power back up, and then you should be running into the CyanogenMod Universal Loader. Once you see this screen, this is a very good sign. So we're booting up the CyanogenMod, excuse me. And then once we're in, then you can either log in with your account, connect to your Wi-Fi, connect to your Google account, all that good stuff. Okay, sweet. So we are at the Welcome to CyanogenMod screen. So let's go ahead, press continue. I want to skip this portion right now. I want to skip setting up a Google account right now. Not now, we could always do that later. Next. Actually, let me go back. Turn this off. Next. You can set up the time zone later on. I just don't want to rush through this just to show you that, yeah, this does work. So, see all your apps, press the circle here. So just like a little quick tutorial. But then here we go. Here's the mod. You got some pre-default applications already installed. Once you connect to your wireless, you can go ahead and connect to the Google Play Store. So that's pretty much the tutorial in a nutshell. If you guys have any nitpicky questions, leave a comment here on the YouTube page. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Once again, thank you for watching. Take care. Bye.